Joining us to discuss this is Dr. Abdel Nasser Mekki, Professor of Political Science at Birzeit University. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening.
Now, Dr. Mekki, with the recent Israeli airstrikes killing over 28 Palestinians and injuring over 112, how do you assess the immediate impact of these intensified operations on Gaza's civilian population?
I think this is a big massive in Gaza. And I think the numbers that you mentioned even is not the correct numbers, because there are many of the people that have been died and nobody knows about this. And
This is the recent numbers. We're speaking here about the recent numbers. The numbers are enormous indeed. Please continue.
Yes, I'm with you. But I think also, as you mentioned, the situation in Gaza is dangerous, and also many people died, and also there is the starvation. And I think even happening now, even from all the international community for that's trying to help and supporting the people and the civilian in Gaza, it's not enough, because the Israeli is not response to any of all these, demands from the international community and from the United Nations and from the European Union. So I think it's disaster in Gaza. It's catastrophe.
Indeed. 8 trucks have entered Gaza, but concerns persist about the logistical challenges. Do you believe that this aid can really effectively reach those most in need, or are just measures or symbolic measures and symbolic gestures?
No, I don't think that all this aid will be enough, because, as you know, from the beginning, before the last October last year, the number of the trucks that have been, that entered Gaza was much more than 1,000 trucks. Now, as they said, it's about maybe 100 or 200. Even that, it's not reach or arrive to the north part of Gaza, and some of it just arrived to the south part of Gaza. And also, that there are huge demands from the people, especially on the aid, in the medicine, and also food, water. So the people even died from the starvation, from the lack of water, from the lack of medicine. And the catastrophic is going there and continue. And all of these, that's aid. It's not enough even for, that's a part of Gaza. You are talking about 2 million or much more than that. And much of them, that many of these people, they are on the north part of Gaza. The Israeli is prevent, or they're not allowed to the trucks to enter Gaza to provide the people. And even that there are some of the militant who, that attack these aids from the trucks, and they stole all these, they steal all these aids. So this is the problem, because if the Israeli want to provide Gaza with aid, and they didn't want to have, starvation in Gaza, they should interfere in this. But I don't think so that Israeli are not interested even in that.
Now, sir, Human Rights Watch has accused already Israel of committing war crimes, including forced displacements, the destruction of the civilian infrastructure, homes, and all that. How do such accusations reflect on the international efforts towards reaching a ceasefire, or towards the ceasefire negotiations themselves?
That's about the International Justice Court. They announcement of their, that decisions against Israeli, and they accuse it of genocide. But it's not changed anything from the Israeli behavior in Gaza. For the international community, that's to interfere in Gaza, I think that they are not enough, and they need to, and I think it's need to interfere much more than before, because now we are talking about starvation, we are talking about killing the people. Nobody is, that's interfere in this. So for the international community, or the intervention of even the international institution and the United Nations, it's not enough, and they need to interfere much more than before. The Israeli is not, that's interested in this. The Israeli is not allowed to, even that, the Israeli, as you know, they accused that the United Nations, the UNRWA, like a terrorist. So now they close all these offices, even in West Bank, and they destroyed their offices and the schools in Gaza. So I think we are talking about something horrible in Gaza, disaster. The international community is not response, and they should respond much more than that now.
Now, over 43,000 Palestinians have reportedly died since October 7th, 2023. What long-term implications might this conflict have on Gaza's population and definitely the infrastructure in Gaza?
I think, as you know, the infrastructure in Gaza have been destroyed totally. Even we are talking about the schools, we are talking about hospitals, we are talking about the roads, we are talking about even the houses of the people. About 90 or 95% from the houses have been destroyed. 100% have been destroyed in north of Gaza. So the infrastructure have been destroyed totally. You know that they have the solid waste. You know that's in Gaza the solid waste institution. They have also the sewage system. They have been destroyed. Also the water system have been destroyed. The education, the health, the hospitals in the north part of Gaza, especially. I think we influence on the number of the rate of the population in Gaza in the future, because you know that now they don't have any houses to stay, and many of them they are going from one place to another place and come back, return back according to the Israeli instructions and orders. Otherwise, they will be killed. So I think the number of the people in Gaza will decrease unless there will be solution in the future. Or I think if they stay in their home, they want to die in their home. They don't want to leave their home in North Gaza, in Jabalia refugee camp or Bet Lahiya or Bet Hanun. But
Right,
what they will do after that, because you know
right.
that the Israeli now they are bombing, they are killing.
Yes, yes, indeed. Horrific scenes. Dr. Abdel Nasser Mekki, we appreciate so much your time and definitely your analysis in unpacking escalating tensions in Gaza.